welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the Den.
Go lock in with Tamika's Den. Ooh, that's fire. Go lock in with Tamika's Den.
Power to the people, okay? She's feeling like I'm about to come out and box. Like, because they trifling, okay? All these people need to be in the damn trash, all right? Throw the Tahadas away. As a matter of fact, wipe the damn bloodline out, y'all.
Tamika Den, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you spend a Saturday.
Honey, when I tell y'all that is the foolishness and the foolery and the messiness for me. Baby, we got a whole hot ass mess going on, all right? Hello, y'all. Hello. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. It's the show live. Come on. Y'all already know. We see y'all in the comments. We see y'all chatting it up.
Yes, we
Y'all
in this
late,
thing. Sisters. Oh, Lord. How did you feel about the sisters of it all? Sister!
Well,
How did you feel about this episode?
I'm just glad that what's her name? Karen behind this. Okay.
Yeah. Shayna, let me know. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay.
And the baby is okay. I'm glad Karen's okay. The baby's okay. You know. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yes.
Listen,
she's always late. Listen, I was trying to get in here. Y'all know I'm a little rusty. It's been a minute since I've been the one hosting. I don't know where Candy at, but Candy left. If she pop up here, we here, okay? What's going on, Jalen? Of course, you coming in already with the shenanigans. Thank y'all for joining us.
Yes, thank y'all for joining us as we talk about this episode. Or this was.
I was about to have my bonnet on too.
Girl, listen, because I'm ready for bed right after this. What's up, Linda Kush Pepper? Yes, y'all, hit the like, okay? Comment, share, subscribe. If y'all are so inclined, hype us up. That's the new thing YouTube got. I don't know. We're supposed to put us out there in the algorithm, as Moochie would say. So do that. What's up, Renee Becca? Yeah. So, Shayna, any thoughts on what is going on in Sistas? How did you feel about tonight's episode?
I mean, I actually enjoyed the episode with Karen. It was really touching for me, having gone through child loss in the past. So it definitely brought back some old emotions for me. But I mean, I think the actress played the hell out of the role. Like, she did a good job.
She did. I want to see somebody get an award for real.
You may need her own little spinoff. I wasn't surprised at the end when she said what she said. So
yeah. What's up, the Lawrence Report?
How you
going? Yeah, I agree. Listen, I know it's always like a mixture with the sisters and how the people be feeling, but I'm actually not mad at this. Like, I even seen somebody say, like, oh, so the depression thing is gonna go as long as the pregnancy thing. And I get it. We can all, I know we have our jokes, we talk about it all the time. Even the people that don't watch the show know how long it was. But again, we also have to keep in mind, one, that's the writer's fault for the way they set that up, and two, we have to remember this is like a soap opera universe. Like, literally a whole season could be a couple of days to a week. So even though it feels like it's a long ass time for us, it really be no time for them. But in this particular case, when it comes to this whole depression, postpartum grief. I don't mind if
Mhm.
that's a long time if the story is being done right, because in real life it'd be a long time. In real life it comes in waves. It's not just something that you wake up and you over it. So I'm completely
Right.
fine with that as long as they're telling the story in the right way. Because I was getting kind of nervous, like where are we going with this? But then we kind of talked about last week, like okay, if she's at the grief place, maybe that Dr. Vaughn gave her that advice on. Now, I don't necessarily agree about the way that she went about it, with just leaving, and then we see in this note, and of course, we end up finding out that that wasn't even what they thought it was. But um, I understood both sides, and we kind of stayed pretty much in the same space, to be honest, for a good 30 minutes of the show. Like as far as just seeing
Yeah.
her make the call to Fatima, seeing them talking to the cop, and the cop kind of made them even more nervous because he was like, well, in cases like this, sometimes that could mean that. And of course, you had like half the people scared, and I can't blame them for being scared. You see somebody saying, you gonna close this chapter. It's like, close the chapter on what, girl? What are we talking about here? But then the other half saying, nah, we know Karen, and we don't think she's gonna do anything like that. Like it's gonna be okay, trying to stay positive. So I understood both sides as far as that, but then even trying to figure out like why would she call Fatima of all people, and like we was trying to figure out, did she know Fatima number by heart? Did she have it wrote down? So what did you think about this beginning part? Either one of y'all could talk about it. Just for how we started off, like Fatima didn't even know Zach was gone, and she's waking up to this call, and even the call was vague because Karen was only basically like, I'm gonna text you this address and just come to it. Like, huh, girl, what? But she jumped up, got dressed, and then she trying to figure out where the hell Zach is at. That's
Mhm.
at the same time they was talking to the cops. So um
Mhm.
Shayna, you go, and then Monique. How you felt about that?
I feel like I knew Fatima was gonna hold it in. Like I didn't think she was gonna tell nobody because then Karen would lose trust for her, and nobody would know where she was at if she ever pulled a little stunt like this again. So
Yeah.
and she did
Mhm.
what she did, even though everybody was nervous. But it's like y'all are just gonna make matters worse, reacting the way y'all reacting right now when she's already clearly going through something. I'm glad we spent a lot of time on her because it needed the time.
Yeah. This episode was definitely just about Karen and the baby, where she at. They're just trying to find her. It's not too many side stories going on. We see a little at the end when after she came home, we saw a little glimpse here and there, but it's just mainly focused on Karen and this baby Faith, finding them, and
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah,
kind of
because when I looked up at the time, I was like, wait a minute, it's like, I think it was like 9:32. I was like, wow, we stayed there for a long time,
long
because they
time. Yeah.
literally was like taking commercial, and then it was back to her. Now, I will say I thought it was going to be just like a little bit more meat and potatoes to the conversation once Fatima got there, but I understood where they was going with it. And we kind of talked about that too, where we was like, she probably feels comfortable with Fatima because Fatima's the one that took her, to the hospital when she was in labor and all of that, because it was kind of like, well, why would she call her and not her friends? And then on one hand, I did think Fatima was gonna tell Zach like, "Oh, well, she just called me," especially once she found out how worried they was, and they got the cops there, and he's over there and stuff like that. And it's like, well, why would you leave without waking me up and letting me know? Because had she known, that's information that would have been important, because now you have with Karen actually calling her, waking her up out of her sleep. But I understood too her wanting to still kind of have that safe space for Karen, where she would have felt overrushed because everybody probably would have went running there and been trying to yell at her there and all of that. So I understood her kind of wanting to go ahead, have the conversation with Karen, find out what's going on, and then be able to bring her back, as opposed to telling Zach over the phone like, "Oh, well, she just called me."
Well, I'm kind of glad that she didn't tell Zach, because if it was one of the other ladies like Sabrina, they had like word vomit. I'm glad she
Mm-hmm.
listened to see what's going on, trying to assess like where's Zach at, and he said
Yeah.
he's over Karen house, and then she said she's missing. Then she's like, okay, she knows she's not really missing because she just talked to the woman. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna see what's going on. See, I'm glad she didn't like say like Karen called me, and then Zach would have told everybody, then everybody would try to like go to this place.
And Zach
Like,
was still
Right.
hung over, so he wasn't in the right frame of mind. he was drinking. So it's like telling him would have been pretty useless. But I ain't really.
Exactly, because even when he drove over there, I'm like, wait a minute, we driving drunk? Like, even when he left the house to go there in the first place, and everybody kept talking about the smell. Like, clearly you could tell it was like if he had poured the
Right.
damn alcohol bottle on him.
Like
That's
he
crazy.
bathed in it. Yeah.
Right.
And like you said earlier, Tamika, people are saying like, "Oh, we spent a lot of time on it," but it's like she lost a child and went through a
Yeah.
traumatic birthing experience only a few weeks
Mm-hmm.
prior. So it's like she needs to be around. That's actually what helped me in real life. Like they had a lot of Facebook groups and things of that nature.
Yeah.
People who can relate. So those types of things do help you. I just thought she was going to say
Mm-hmm.
the doctor gave her the information. I didn't think she was going to say she found it online. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought she was going to give a little bit more with Fatima, not just like, oh, I knew you wouldn't judge me. Like, I thought she was going to bring up like, oh, well, you're pregnant too, or kind of go in another direction. But I'm just glad
Mm-hmm.
she was there.
I already know why she invited
Yeah.
Fatima, because she's not gonna judge her, like she said. Because mind you, those her friends, they gonna get her
Mm-hmm.
the third degree. They gonna judge her. They gonna ask her 20, 50, 11 questions that she don't feel like answering, and she just want a listening ear. And that's Fatima. She really don't have no deep. They don't have no deep connection like she had with the other ladies. So it's like easy to open up with a stranger, kind of, sort of.
So surprised she didn't call her mom.
Yeah.
Like I would have
That.
called. I thought she would have called her mom. I mean, I knew her mom was with Aaron when she pulled a little stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like none of these other women have children. They really can't relate still. Like her
Yeah.
the one who actually had a child. So that would have been my
And
first thought.
her mama is built different because she said she's a
Mm-hmm.
Marine. She's always gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
Marine. So it's like, her mama got this certain kind
And
of
she would not have
temperament.
that
So it's
compassion.
like, I love
Fatima
my
don't really
mom.
got it either though. She was just like, okay, I'm here.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's all Karen needed. To be honest.
Yeah. And I mean, that's real too, not for nothing. Even though your friends and family love you, they be wanting the best for
Hmm.
you. They'll try to say encouraging stuff, but then sometimes it's like a positive nasty. I did I think it was like two parts on it with my self care. Like people mean the best, and sometimes it's just like word vomit. Like you just be saying things because you don't know what else to say, and it just sounds like the typical thing that you would say. And then people are also uncomfortable with it, and they kind of want to be able to move on from it. Whereas sometimes you just stuck there and you can't move on from it. And as much as you mean well and you trying to encourage, that sometimes make the person shut down even more. So when you do have that other outlet, I was saying before, sometimes it helps more coming from a stranger than a friend. Or if you
Yep.
have a group of people that has been through those same experiences too, they can relate to you on a different level that somebody that's never been through it can't. They can try to imagine and put themselves in, in your shoes of how you feel and stuff like that, but it's just different. So I
Mhm.
definitely got, that part, and I was glad that she did take Dr. Vaughn's advice and did look it up, and it seemed like it just was meant to be because I forgot the name. I should have wrote it down. I know it was like Forever
It
Grace
was
something, and
Forever Grace. It was Forever
uh-huh,
Grace.
and she
I
felt
was
like
like,
kind of like, oh, wait a minute, like what are the odds? Like, okay, this gotta be a sign for me. Again, I didn't necessarily agree with the way she did it in terms of running out, in terms of
hmm
not letting nobody know. But I kind of
right,
understand that it must have been like she's spiraling. She sees this, and you just run into it, and just
right. Because she
don't
think it's
even
a
think.
sign, like it's a
Yeah.
sign from God. She went to it. While in the
Hmm.
second thought, she took the
I'm just
baby.
surprised she left that note out in the open, and it's like, oh, they
Right.
found the note. Like, yeah, girl, you left it where somebody can get
Hell yeah. Right.
Exactly. She wasn't in her right mind. She just writing her thoughts. She was
Yeah.
like, I just wrote my thoughts. I ain't
Hmm.
need for y'all to
I was
see.
like, really? She talking about, oh, that was just a letter to me. I'm like, girl, no, you can't be leaving nothing like that.
right. And
um,
even if it was just for you, like the fact that you're thinking that, it still calls for
yeah,
concern.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that's why
absolutely.
she left.
Yeah, you definitely have to understand why that would scare them. Um, and just like the lady that runs the place was telling her, like when I first started, it was only like two, three
Brenda
people.
or whatever her name.
Yeah, Brenda, looking to see how it is now. And it was funny too, because she was like, oh, good thing she got you in her corner when she was seeing Fatima, not knowing what their history is. Because, when
Hmm.
Fatima came in, she had gave her a hug, and she was just like, she glad she came, and she know they had a crazy pass or interactions, however the
Yes.
hell yeah.
Interaction,
And
yeah.
but just feeling like she could feel Fatima's energy and she felt safe being able to talk to her, which says a lot when you do already have your girlfriends. But like I said, just because you have those friends, sometimes you don't want certain judgments from them. Like I know which friend
Mhm.
to call for which situation. You know what I mean? So I,
Right.
I kind of understood where she was coming from with that. And especially later when she got back to the house, it was like y'all literally proving her damn point to a certain degree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And everybody's shocked that Fatima is the one she called. I was like,
Yes,
yo,
they was like, wait a minute.
here we go.
So
I
she
was like,
called
here we
you?
go.
Um, she's always late said I'm new. So was that a live baby the guy was holding? I believe so. They've been having the baby. The baby done got big fast to me, but I don't know if it's the same baby every time. But I know
It
they
be looking like
did.
it go from real to fake to me the way they be
Yeah,
holding it.
probably
Yeah, I think so
so.
too.
hmm As we become wiser, we know who to lean on. Yeah, for encouragement and strength. Everyone close to you can't give you that. That's true. And then you be
Yeah.
thinking like life is life, and your other friends is going through stuff where they busy working, and it is many reasons. Sometimes you don't want to feel like you a burden to them, even though they'll tell you that you're not, and that like anytime you need me, call me. But sometimes they ain't around. Like one of my favorite songs is Sylvan Go
Hmm.
by Kirk Franklin. The beginning of that, I called on my best friend. Okay. She could not be found. It's not always on purpose, but life is life, right? And then later when they get the chance, they may hit you up. And it was funny to me too that once she did come home, because of course we had like you said, Mama was saying she ain't worried. She knew she was gonna come back, and be okay. That she's strong. And they was like, "Oh, she gets her strength from you." And she was saying, yeah. What was it? Navy, Marines.
Marine. Marine.
Yeah, once a Marine, always a Marine. And she was saying like, hang in there, like everything was gonna be all right. And Zach did get that call and was saying, let him know if she pop up, because sometimes she like to do that. Meanwhile, the whole time, of course, Fatima already knowing that she didn't pop up there, but she was going to meet her, but she just didn't say anything about it. So now, once her and Fatima, kind of talked and she get home, everybody's there and they're like, of course everybody's yelling at the same time. We happy that she's back, but we also like, oh my God, don't ever do that again. Don't make me worry like that. And again, I see their side. I understand that I would have been worried about my friend too. But then they're like, well, how the hell you end up with Fatima? Why would you call her? I think it was Andy that said, you could have called any of us, right? And we would have answered. But at the same time, even though I understand where they're coming from, it's like, Andy, would you have answered? Because when it comes down to it, you didn't answer when they was calling to tell you that she was missing. You was busy wrapped up into your own stuff. And like she said, you know, Andy, you busy with the case. Sabrina, you out here in these damn streets. I don't know what the hell you doing. One minute you trying to be a 304, next minute you trying to make a baby. Danny, you be a little aggressive with how you come on sometimes. So she just didn't really feel like she could call any of them in that moment. It was just, and Pam is just Pam pretty much.
Basically. Because
That was
she
cute.
ain't saying
That
nothing
was
when it got
so
to Sam.
rude.
And then
Him.
it was fun. It was funny too when Pam was like, "Listen, I'm the only one that like her," because they were saying, because she had possibly been with a client or another one of the workers. She's like, "Girl, don't none of them like her. I'm the only one that like her," and that was funny.
That was funny. I'm like, damn.
At least
But
she
Sorry.
scaled back on the PM shade because it was getting out of control. It was
Hmm.
shady, but it
mhm.
wasn't like as nasty as it normally be.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
You're right, Shani. See, it wasn't as nasty.
Now,
But
was Andy mad? Was it a little jealousy in there that she called?
yes.
Because it was like, and then he was like, "Okay, we're not gonna act like that's weird." Because I was like, nobody is expecting her to call Fatima, so I could understand
Right.
all of them being like, "What the hell?"
Right.
Well, Danny, I like Danny said it out loud. Okay, we ain't gonna act like it's weird. Unlike Andy, she just like, girl, you could have called any of us, we would have came. So you trying to like saying like,
You know, look.
girl. why
I
you
wasn't even
call.
paying attention to Andy, but I'm like now thinking back, like probably because it's like, all right, here you coming here taking my clients, now you taking my friends, you just taking over.
She said we grow closer because imagine they did grow closer, especially during the blackout, and she helped Karen get to the
Right,
hospital.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
Yeah. I'm
Continue.
not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
I want to
Oh,
go
we
back to the
also
group.
had that. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I want to go back to the group because when Karen was in the group and she said how she was broken, and this is what Fatima overheard her talking to the group, and she just said how she feel broken and she don't want her baby to see her broken, and she afraid to like hold on to her baby so long that she might break down. It was just, I was like, girl, you is not broken. The lady was just telling her it's not, she's not broken and stuff. And I like they mantra about what was it? What was the mantra at the end of the group? Uh
What?
Oh
What she said, we
God,
wouldn't
don't
be
even.
this is without you.
Something about shared,
Oh, at the end of that meeting.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Oh.
shared strength or something. It was
Yeah,
I
I
like,
don't remember it like word for word, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
I
but
did like that moment, and I like that she was able to see like you're not the only one that's going through this, and you're not alone. Again, even though people may say she had a village, which she does, and that's very fortunate too, because some people don't have that. But everybody sometimes can't be there for you in the same way, and I'm sure she probably just feel like she said, like she don't even know herself. She don't understand her feelings. One minute she angry, one minute she sad, and then feeling bad that you feel that way because you really don't want to feel that way. You want to be able to move on. You want to be able to have this bond with your daughter, but then you feel like you don't have it. At the same time, you love her and you want to be able to be there for her. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's
mm-hmm.
scary. So,
Yeah, I just
Jalen,
thought
I
that
don't know
part
what
of
you
it.
talking about,
Jalen as
girl.
well. But yeah, I just thought of that how she said call herself being broken. And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
her feelings are valid in this moment. And all that having the
Mm-hmm.
village, like they might be okay. Like Tamika said, for a day or so, the first couple of weeks, after a while, like life won't go on for them. And she's still
Yeah.
gonna be thinking about it. She needs relatable people she can relate to.
the
Mm-hmm.
strangers just not gonna pass
Yeah.
judgment or ask her 50, 11, 30 questions, or gonna treat
Mm-hmm.
her as a basket case, or treat her
Yeah.
like
She had a friend around who could relate. That would make
if you
sense. But
touch her, she might break.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because you got to think about even when you have a death of somebody, right? Everybody calls, everybody comes when it first happens. You might be getting food or whatever. And again, same thing. Once the funeral and stuff passes, you might hear a little something, something. But eventually, those calls is going to be less. The business is going to be less because, again, everybody's still moving on with their
Right.
life. But you might still be sitting in that for however long. So, I
right.
just think that's really, it's real realistic, and I didn't mind this season showing these things, even though that beginning part was tough, seeing her going through the delivery and everything else. And I was like, oh God, please don't let us stay here too long because it definitely was very depressing and triggering. But I did appreciate all the aspects of them, just showing because this is real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta go back to her apartment and see stuff for twins. And it's like it's a constant reminder, no matter what.
Yeah. There's always
And
there's
then it's
always
like
gonna be a reminder.
having their own baby, and it's like you're just never gonna forget, especially when you have another child there. Like that's the child's twin. You can't even keep your mind off of her, really. But she's gonna have to keep going for the child who's living.
Exactly.
Yeah, she just got to
Exactly.
figure out a way how
Mm-hmm.
for herself, I should say.
And at least when she was there in the group meeting, she found out that other people went through the same experience with the doctor. So it's like, okay, well, you coming there is gonna help somebody else
Yeah,
and help.
some two
Yeah,
ladies.
that was another important part because now she's like, well, Andy, what you can do is go ahead and talk to these other women because by me going to this meeting, coincidence, I found two other women that actually had Dr. Cruz. So you might want to interview them. And now she's saying she ready for her to take the case on because remember before she was like, girl, I ain't asked you to do that. She wasn't even ready to go, into that. So that was
Right.
really a big thing that she is now saying, okay, yeah, now you could get to it. You have my permission, and you have two other ladies that I think you need to speak to.
Right. Who needs your representation to represent them? So that was cool. That see you find find some people who can relate with the Dr. Cruz situation of it, and Andy was really focused on the case anyway, and like she focused on anything else.
Yeah, we sure got nothing else going on. Now that Gary chapter is closed.
And then they did to stay closed. Okay, you hear
Yeah.
me, writers?
Yeah, because I was so mad. Now, that's just part of the story that I didn't like that they did. Like having him show back up. All of a sudden, he did therapy and he's changed in 2.5 seconds, which I don't believe. He's moving away, so that made it like the door still open for him. One, he got off easy, and two, the door still open that if they want to bring him back, he could all of a sudden come back when they really should have had his ass in damn jail. Okay, that's the damn thing they should have did, but
Even then, he could have got out. I told y'all he Tyler Perry's favorite because why?
yeah, he really could have been.
Yeah,
And
he
then it's
need
like
to
now
move
this
on.
episode, instead of it being done, like they're still talking about him. Like he still got mentioned. Like I don't want to hear about him no more.
Right. Uh-uh.
They move him on like
Um,
they did Robin, but Robin didn't kidnap
child.
or torture
Right. Robert
nobody.
didn't do all of that.
All right, like
Any thoughts on the conversation that Danny had with Zach? I mean, she did sit with him for a minute because I forgot. I think Sabrina and Andy said they was gonna go outside for a minute, get air. Andy was gonna get something up the car. Mama went in the other room, so her and Zach was sitting together for a minute, and he was venting to Danny about the guy bringing over the gifts, and she said too, like, boy, like you smell like nothing but liquor.
okay. Go ahead, Shayna.
No, I was gonna say I like seeing their dynamic because we always like their friendship. So it's like it's good when they have scenes together when they can just talk because Danny's gonna give him the real. And I mean, he felt the way like, okay, you supposed to be my friend and you talking about Fatima, a real one, but it's like that's what a real friend will do. Like you do got a good one because she put up with a lot of your mess to the point where she's making friends with your other baby mama. So I mean, it is what it is. Even though it is kind of weird because I feel like Danny had that crush on him at one point, but I digress. I still like their friendship.
Yeah, I just need them to stay friends. Nothing else.
I mean, maybe if Fatima never came along,
I
but once
mean, they
Fatima,
live together, so wow.
yeah,
I like their friendship too. I like when they have their conversations, and it was funny too how she was like, "I ain't got no room on my couch." I'm like, "Yeah, because Tony ass is there."
Imagine she's still staying in the studio apartment.
Right,
right.
She needs
Now
to
that I
upgrade
can't
her.
wait till we get to the end with her because that's gonna be crazy.
Yes, that's about to be a freaking mess, girl. Demarcus,
A
to
hot
answer
mess.
your question, Andy, we don't even see her ass in no damn courtroom, okay? Jackson's definitely the better
That's
attorney. I
that
don't know what the
attorney. All
hell.
right,
That's not
saying
even a freaking question.
apples and oranges. No comparison to that. It's like, yo, what are we doing?
Oh,
We don't even
God.
know what kind of attorney she is anymore. She was a divorce attorney, but now she can just do whatever she wants.
I think throughout this whole series, we never saw her go to court, but we see her talk to her clients. So, like, I seen like 2 or 3 cases of her doing divorce stuff. Other than that, no. Jax is
Even with the Miss Marie thing, it's like she did have Hayden's assistance. So she wasn't like working it by herself. I don't know. I wouldn't call her, but
damn. I wouldn't call it. Oh gosh,
So,
Andy.
what did y'all think
But
about? Like, Erin was pretty much being quiet at the time when she first came back in. She was getting most of it from the girlfriends. Then, even her mother was like, I knew you was okay. I'm glad you okay. You stronger than you think, but you shouldn't have me worried like that. And then Zach was over here trying to already start some mess and have an attitude. And Fatima was like, not right now. Like, what did y'all think about all that?
I think everybody had an attitude when they saw Fatima coming in with Karen to some degree. Zach definitely gonna be on one because he's still drunk. He's
right.
not even
He's
sober.
still
So
mad about the situation too.
he's
With
still mad about old boy coming over. And he
yeah,
low key really is mad about overhearing her say what she said, that she low key happy that was his baby that didn't make it. when she
Yeah,
was talking
that
to
is
Danny on the phone.
because that is still his baby. Like, sheesh.
She said she kind of felt relief. Like she
I
hate to
mean,
say
it
that
was
out
great
loud.
to feel how
She
she
had to
felt.
think that.
Yeah, like, I
Yeah,
feel like
she
her
made
feelings was
it's one of those impure like thoughts, like dang.
right. Like, you thinking it, but you shouldn't say it. But I mean,
Say
I
you
would feel the
should
same
think
way.
it.
Right? I would have felt the same way, but then I understand why he hurt. But I mean, it's a lot going. They never had any time to just chill. Like, their relationship always got something going on. But yeah, the
Yeah,
fact that he felt
well,
like, okay, I told you to call me, but she made sure to say like,
she
oh,
didn't pop up though. She didn't
I
pop up.
pop up. I didn't lie. She did not pop up.
Right. So
Look
she
at it.
taking
Like,
it.
she got her to the house. If she would have called, that would have messed up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it from both ends, but when it's all said and done, she asked her not to say nothing because even when she first called, she was like, "No, don't say my name out loud," because she figured that her and Zach was probably like laying near together, not knowing that they
Right.
were there. Then she was so shocked to find out that, like, wait, they called the cops, and
Oh yeah,
But
she
it's like,
did say
yeah.
like that at the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like put yourself in their shoes. They seeing this
Right.
letter, you going 1 minute you was just there.
That's why
Like,
she was like,
girl,
"Oh no."
yeah, she
And
ain't
that's the
expecting
thing that
all of
they
that.
didn't see. It's like, okay, well, it's like, oh, you call Fatima. Like, y'all didn't say what Fatima was saying to her, though. Like, she was telling her the truth and letting her know that y'all was worried. That's what got her back. She would have been dragging her feet even longer. And I still don't know how the baby was there. I mean, I ain't see no diaper bag.
Yeah, I was
I
assuming
see the
that they had
stroller.
some kind of daycare because I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
where's
because there's
baby
other
face?
ladies there. Yeah. That's I'm like,
Yeah, but I thought it was
yeah,
just in the church. Like, are y'all just meeting? Like, I saw a stroller, so I'm like, okay, you just carried, but she carried the baby in her arms. Like, you just took the baby in your arms and just walked off with no diaper bag, no nothing.
I thought she said she grabbed a bag. I ain't know.
Yeah, she
But
really
we know she
wasn't
didn't grab her
thinking.
phone or her keys
Right. And you shouldn't be going nowhere with no phone like that. Not
or
today.
purse.
And the
Right. You need
fact that Fatima was like, the one thing that do shock me is that my number by heart because I definitely was trying to figure out like, girl, did you write the number down before you left?
that's what
Like, because I don't know no numbers by heart except for two of my best friends because they done had the same damn number for more than 50 years.
I
So
think she had
that's
her
the
number
only reason.
when it came to Zach. I guess looking for Zach. Hounding Zach.
Maybe, but yeah,
well,
I
no,
mean, it
she
came
was
in
like,
handy, I
I had
guess.
my number memorized. She was like, no, I didn't. Like, well, then how did you get the number then? Somebody's
Yeah.
lying.
I don't know. So, everybody, of course, once they find out she okay, they like, child, I want to go home, get showered, get in my bed. And we still end up with Zach and Fatima arguing. What the hell do we keep having these arguments for? Like, I don't know. He's still in his feelings about the ball player. I guess he's still in his feelings about what she said. We just bumping heads. It's just too extra for no reason to me, but, you know. I
Right.
guess, child. What?
Mm.
I don't
One
even
thing
know
I
what
How
to
hate
many
say.
months
about
is she?
what you say?
I was like, how many months is she? This is gonna be a long pregnancy. She
Well,
ain't
if
even
you look
Well,
at Zatima,
she's like
what,
freaking
going
6 months ahead in Zatima, right?
yeah,
right.
she like almost she like 7 months as a team.
And Sistas, she
Hmm.
not even showing. I'm like, this is gonna
No,
drag.
and sisters, I
Because this
think
is
she
like a
only supposed to be like 2 or 3 months,
2 3
if
months.
that.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
a prequel to Zatima.
yeah. Hmm.
So yeah.
But
Yeah,
this
I just find
arguing
it
is
wild
unnecessary.
that I just find it wild when Zach wanna start a fight before I go to work. If you do
And he
that,
Hmm.
always does that. And then he
I'm
says, oh,
like,
you're always walking away, like, because you're always having a conversation when she's going to work. And why do these people never have a day off? Never the weekend. It's
Shit.
never Saturday or Sunday. Like, they can't never just be doing something else. Every day they got to go to work. But I'm like, yeah, if I'm leaving when I'm going to, plus she don't seem like she like confrontation. So that's
I
not
I
the
mean,
mean,
way.
at this point, I
if
would
we
be
not going
tired of
nowhere, I'm
arguing.
leaving. Right, I'm gonna say if
Yeah.
we ain't not going nowhere, I'm leaving.
And
I
I
won't.
done had to get up out my bed and to go check on Karen, bring her to the house. Like, I'm tired. I don't feel like arguing with your ass. Okay.
Everybody was up all night, got to go to work. Let him. He can just sleep
Yeah.
in. Like, why are you even up? Matter of fact, you go to sleep.
So he could pick a
Hmm.
fight with Fatima, like that's what I said. Don't pick a fight with me when I'm about to go to work. Table it later. Okay. They said we need to
Right.
talk or
Right.
something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
jeez, you messing up my
I'm
day.
Mm-hmm.
surprised he even held on to it till the next morning. But everybody seems like they were just having like rehashed conversations after she came back home.
Yeah, yeah, because we get this conversation between oh Lord, Danny and
Go
Sabrina,
ahead. Go ahead. Talk about it.
which was pretty much, if I remember it correctly, um her, of course, throwing shots at Andy. They cracked me up when she called what's their names? I don't forgot their damn name. The sister and the brother, she called them the Menendez. What the hell is his name? Jordan, and what was his
Penelope,
sister name? Yeah, Penelope. She
Penelope.
was
Penelope.
like, we done had that craziness, and they like basically saying Gary must have a thing made a damn ghost. She don't get it. We hope Andy ain't going back to him, but I really don't think that's even on Andy's mind. She trying to see what Dr. Vaughn is talking about, plus trying to see what's going on with this case. And then her still throwing in there about, yeah, because I can't have fake friends, people that's lying to me. I don't know. I just don't agree with that. I feel like they all have told their lies across the board. And sometimes not everything is for everybody. Just like Karen needed this moment to herself that she didn't feel like she could confide in them about it. I think is pretty much anybody could feel that about anything. Like when it's all said and done, I don't even think Andy was so much looking at it as a date, because even he had to check her about that, because he was thinking it was a date. And then she was
Right.
over here trying to get information about the case. And it was more so about that why she didn't tell them, even though it didn't come off like that. And Andy have been looking a little sketchy lately with things. I get that part, but I'm just like, it's not that serious to me for you to be like, yeah, because I don't need no fake people that's gonna be lying to me. But okay. And then
she's just acting too
um
entitled. Like, I don't owe you my business. Like, we're friends, but I don't have to tell you my every move. She's getting on my nerves.
yeah,
She don't share all of her business. There's been plenty of times where she didn't
right.
share stuff.
Especially when it came to
Yeah,
Gary.
I don't get that one. Then she was saying to Sabrina about the whole thing with Tony, like she don't know about being a housewife, and she was like, well, technically he would be the housewife. And Sabrina felt like she might have been seeing a little bit of love connection going on with her and the cop, because she still stayed out there with him for a minute when everybody else went inside. She's like, oh well, he was cute or whatever. And of course she mentions like,
Off the green.
you still gonna be out here in these streets, but you're not gonna be messing with my cousin, right? And Sabrina says no, even though she is
Oh,
trying to still mess with cuz, okay, because he don't put it on her. Speaking of the stuff
Rockhead.
made out of gold, I guess his is made out of gold too, and she liking what it's doing. And then Danny said something that I was like, girl, no, do not do that. She talking about she need to go take all her money out the bank. She don't like having it, in the bank. She want to put it
Exactly.
underneath her mattress. And I know some
Don't do
people
it.
do feel like that. But I'm like, no, don't take all the money out. Like, I thought she just
All of
meant
it.
take something like a little deposit that she wanted to hold cash. I said, the minute you put that under your mattress, we gonna all of a sudden have Tony cleaning
Right.
up, finding it under the mattress, and he gonna take that damn money and say, "Oh, I invested in a business."
And
It's gonna be
started his
something,
Right.
y'all.
business.
Exactly.
It was
That's
a
what I'm
big
thinking.
Oh
he
my
was trying to
god.
pitch to her 2 episodes
Mm-hmm.
ago. And I
Right,
forgot
because
what
I'm like,
kind of
what do y'all
business,
think he's gonna do with the money? Do y'all think he's gonna steal it and run off with it? Do you think he's gonna try to gamble it? Because he would look like he was trying to have a little parlay going on, or invest in
but
a
I
business.
mean, I won't be surprised if Cuz stopped through
It
Oh
could
yeah,
be
that's
that
true.
too. I don't put nothing past, yo. I'm
the
like, I
felon.
already see
He
this as
might,
a bad idea.
right? I'm like, or he might take some of it. She might look and be like, some of my money missing, and I'm letting you stay here. Like anything can happen. So I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that when you got
And it
unwanted
looked like
guest?
she might be losing her job next episode. Like,
Yes, like
In the
I don't know
bank.
what's going on with that. Even if she had a safe and she was putting it in there, but to say you putting it underneath that mattress, I'm like, girl, no, not with this dude. Literally just bum rushing, moving in your place. Y'all never even finished discussing that. Like, I'm sorry, but he wouldn't have been able to stay there with me. He renting out his
Because
place and moving in your place.
I'm like, how is he able to just get up and go so freely? Like,
he
are you
wanted
homeless?
He said he wanted to be permanent. He wanted them to stay
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, because he's like,
And
I'm over
still
here.
ain't look for no job.
We don't even know
While
where he
sitting in
lives.
her robe.
Yeah.
The men
No.
always come over. Like, why? I want to go to a man's house. I'm tired of them
Yeah,
coming
I'm
over.
I'm so mad that they started this out with him being like a supervisor. They all seem like they had the business aspects, I guess you would say, together, even if some of the other things was getting a little kooky. Now you don't even have that. Like, you literally don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. No, you cannot stay at my house. I'm sorry. And you laying up on the damn couch all damn day playing the games. Like, Hey, EJ, what's going on, girlie?
Jay,
Thank you for coming through.
hey,
Hey,
Demarcus, hey, everybody.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. I'm sorry. Then he got the nerve to be like, my birthday coming up, and now we want to figure out what we doing for your birthday. We ain't doing what you've been doing all this time. Not a damn thing. Like,
Right, and he
okay.
knows that she got money, so he already is like plotting on it. Like, oh, you got the money, like nah. And then watch that ex-wife just pop back up, and then she gonna want a piece too. Like, listen,
well, he needs to take care of his children. That's for sure. I don't know about the wife.
his money, not hers.
Yeah, because how are you even taking care of your kids? That's why this whole, like, I could just lay here, unless you got this big savings we don't know about.
Okay, he did say he got some savings, but that
Mm,
only can take you so
Not
far.
enough. He's
Right.
not even looking for a job, and I mean, Danny lives in the studio. Like, it's too tight in here. It's just not enough room.
That's why I was wondering with her getting the money, would she change places, but I doubt it. Because that place is too small. I'm sorry. We need to
Yeah, I've been saying
upgrade.
that's why I always said
That place
she's in
is
a
too small
studio
just for
apartment.
her. Right? I'm like, can you at least have a one bedroom where you can shut the door? Like, there is just no privacy, and he just in there taking up space. You got to hear the TV. It's too close. He can't even see. She can't even sneak her money underneath the mattress because everything is right out in the open.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried. Between Tony and cousin
Exactly. Soon as she
Rock.
said that, I was like, no, I literally tweeted out, I'm like, no, don't do that, girl. That's going to be the biggest mistake you can make, honey. Listen, I
And
went
she
through that
didn't even say
experience.
anything. She
I
was just
went
like,
through that
okay.
experience in real life. Somebody cleaned my house. I mean, you could see your reflection in the floors, baby. Cleaned it up, ran me a nice hot bath, and took my damn money, baby.
Oh no.
Oh,
That
did
was
you ever
like
get your
30,
money back?
20 something years ago. I was out in the streets looking for that MF.
I hope you got your money back. Did you find him?
I sure did, girl. But that was just the experience itself. I still like, just thinking about it. So as soon as she
Right.
said that, I was like, hell to the no, 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 girl. Don't do
Right.
it.
If Tony take her money, then it's like she need to be single for a while. I've been wanting Danny to be single. Like, she's not gonna be able to trust nobody again. Just be single.
She gonna call Officer
Right.
Green,
Yeah,
and then
she
Officer Green gonna come
Oh,
in
yes.
to the
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
lock
Because they
him
just
up.
can't be without a man. You take my money, I don't want nobody else coming over to this studio ever again.
No, you take my
Especially if
money.
you already
You
got a
gonna be
stalker.
in
Like,
for the
stop
meal
over.
partner.
Didn't somebody break in and attack her? Like, when are you going to stop inviting people to your house?
Well, that
Young
was
music.
old Danny. That was old Danny. Now she trying to.
Yeah.
Then she went to therapy and all. She's trying to do a new
Mm-hmm.
approach because old Danny would have been kicked Tony ass out. I'm surprised,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest.
Listen,
To come
yeah.
over. Like, stop inviting people over. Go to his house.
Right.
I mean, they boyfriend and girlfriend, so
I
Barely.
get it, but the way he handled this whole thing from the minute he got fired to now is like, nah, I'm sorry. This
yeah, he
conversation
need to
would have
go.
went way different. Mm-hmm. It's too much.
Hmm.
Especially when you saying you don't even know if you want to have that kind of relationship with him, like you like your space and all of that. So yeah, no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
she definitely need to
It's
have that conversation with him. If she
yeah,
did, she need to have it again and again and again and kick his ass out.
yeah.
They not
Um,
compatible anyway. So it's like, I'm waiting for him to break up. Rich is gone. Tony can go. With the other one, what was his name that Andy was messing with? Johnny?
oh, Jordan, he been
Oh,
gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan's gone. So it's like,
Yeah.
why is Tony lingering? Let him go.
Exactly. I've been saying that they added him to the cast, and I don't see why. I don't see what the hell it was for. Honestly, I don't. I'm so confused by that. That's just my opinion. Nothing against the man that's acting, but yeah, no. So Andy and Fatima, they have a conversation when she gets to work too. Of course, that she reached out to the ladies and she feel like she's still gonna need more to really make this case be able to move forward. Fatima was, giving her some stuff that she got now. I guess all the stuff that Andy was complaining about before with her not having. So they was on the same page with that. And then she was asking Fatima, is everything okay? She like, yeah, girl, it's good. And then she's like, so Karen, where was we going with that? Like I don't know what she wanted her to say about Karen. Fatima, you could tell it was awkward. Fatima was just like, oh yeah, well, we're all glad that she's home safe.
Right. Why she trying to fish?
Uh-huh.
Like fish
Yeah.
for more information. Like she wanted Fatima to spill, I guess, the deets.
She said
She
if
like,
Danny money under the mattress, then he need to take it at this point, I guess. Because you
Yeah.
can't tell me that's not what they trying to set that up for. Something gonna happen to that money.
Right.
something.
There's a lot of ways they could go with that storyline. But I mean, nobody else got nothing going on, so.
Yes, DeMarcus.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that person
Yeah,
slipping
I
that money
remember.
to
Who
the
could
bank?
forget? Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, and they get on my nerves because they dragged it too long for me.
It
Mm-hmm.
is right.
Yeah.
And then who is that
Um.
going? Who is that in the preview for next week? I'm like, is that Q again?
No, I
No,
don't think
that's
so.
Rock. No, wait,
Yeah, that was
at the
Rock,
bank.
right?
At the bank,
Yeah.
that was
I
Yeah.
Rock.
don't know.
That was
I think
Rock.
it was him. Yeah.
Danny cousin. That's when
Yeah.
Sabrina, because Sabrina did tell that to Maurice
Yeah,
that
because Maurice and her
Rock
was
is
talking too. And
right,
he was like, "Yeah, you right. That the whole online thing is ghetto." Now he say that after the fact, and he talking about
right,
it be people that be criminals and say God is liars, stealers, whatever. But are you still messing with Rock? And she was like, "Yeah, I am." But the problem is because he didn't know about the part of him being Zanny cousin yet, so she tells him that. And it's like I just finished telling her that I'm not gonna be talking to him no more. But and he said, "What? She thinking about that pistol right now?"
okay. He put it on her like she ain't never had
Mm-hmm.
before, child. I mean, that's prison D,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kiwan.
Hey, thank you for coming through.
Hey. Yeah, so that's prison D, so you know how that can go.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't had it in a while, so he all the energy. And he gave it to Sabrina, who didn't have don't have no kind of good experience in that kind of department. So
Mm-mm.
unfortunately.
They
So
could have given Sabrina a better storyline. Like she don't got nothing. What's going on with this baby?
That's what I'm saying. I've been
On
so
I did
annoyed. Shayna, I say this every week. I've been so annoyed with the Sabrina story. It was like the baby thing came out of nowhere. But then I was like, okay, where we going with this? They literally
they
dropped it.
like,
The
okay,
last
we
thing we
not
heard was boy embryos or whatever the hell. And the next thing you know, she wanted to be out here in these streets. Like, what are we doing?
she still can come back around to that, but in my mind, I don't think they want everybody pregnant on this cast. Who's gonna be next, Danny or Andy?
They
So
never
not
needed
everybody gonna
to
be
do
pregnant.
that though. It was just a dumb storyline. Like if y'all can't think of nothing to do
That's
with
why I
her
say
kid,
they can come back to it later. That's why I said they can always come back to that later. So.
yeah, she didn't need to get. Nobody told her she couldn't have
I
kids.
guess so. She gonna be pregnant from Rock. I guess you right about that.
You know, right? She didn't know. Like, oh, that's right. Rich couldn't produce. I don't know.
Yeah,
That whole thing
because
was
he had
just
a sickle cell trait or whatever, and
yeah.
yeah,
It's like nobody told her she couldn't conceive naturally
And
in the
that
first
was
place.
dumb to me too.
So it's
I
like,
even thought she was gonna get pregnant by him on her own. The way the condom
right.
slipped off and all that other stuff.
yeah.
Child, they don't know
Why are
what
you
they
doing
want to
this when
do.
nobody? You don't even know if you need to do it, and then it's like, oh, I changed my mind. Handy gave her the loan. She just changed her mind, and nobody said nothing.
Mm-mm.
I guess with all the stuff that Karen got going on, that's why I was like, Andy kind of blah. Sabrina just never. She always has a worse storyline. So Danny about to be the focus.
Well, Sabrina, she's one of those awkwardly weird characters. They were her to be.
But I mean, I
Unfortunately,
thought she could at least have a good. Somebody can have a good love life or something. And Zatima ain't it? It's still giving struggle love a little bit. Who's
I
Dimity?
mean,
Who's Dimity? Kiwan? Dimity?
I don't know. I'm looking like
Oh, I think
is
she
that a
means God Zamani, the one that was giving. What was his name? Was it Zamani? The one that was giving Sabrina the sperm.
Oh,
well, he gave it up
did
and
he give
he
it?
was
I was
time
say he gave it
again.
to her, didn't he? I thought he gave it to her. Or I think he
Yeah,
was
he
about to
did.
give it
That was
to
part
her.
of the thing that made her and Rich fall out. And I mean, they did all of that. I don't
That's
know,
when
child.
Rich. That's when Rich stepped in and
He
trying to
must have
Yeah.
like
been in
stop it.
the room. That storyline was just so corny. We could
But
have
they
did with
always come back around. Ain't nothing wrong with her getting her eggs retrieved and stuff like that. It'd be ready if she decided.
I
But
just don't like
I can
the
see
way
her
they've been
getting
doing
knocked
her
up by a
story.
rockhead. That's fun. That would be
Mm-hmm.
funny.
Yeah, I don't like. And then at first she did it, and it made sense, fine. But like she didn't need. We don't even know she needs to go that route. So what are you doing this for?
Mm.
She might meet somebody and just get pregnant one day. Like this is
Because
just
initially she wanted a baby. She didn't care about the other parent. So that's how she
yeah.
initially.
Even
And
though
then
she had
So
a
for her to
boyfriend,
want it so bad and then never mention it again does not make sense. I
right?
even expected her to have a reaction like seeing what Karen just went through. And if she would have
Right,
been like, you
right.
know what, now that I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the statistics of black women, like if it would have been brought up in some kind of
Exactly.
way, then it would have made more sense for me.
They
But
don't close these storylines right. They just move on. It's like, what happened to that? And then we just never hear about it ever again. Like that's the way they went about it. Like y'all bought it up. We didn't like it. We didn't want it. Which I'm glad they realized we don't like it, but they could have wrapped it up better than that.
I don't know. I didn't see nothing need to be wrapped up. But because like I said, it can always come around later. But I guess she got what she wanted. It be ready when she ready.
yeah, I'll be feeling like when it comes to Sabrina, just be like by the wayside, honestly. And I've been feeling that way for a while. Like
Between
her and Calvin never really made sense to me. Then the rest of the time she spent being locked up for the situation that really ain't have shit to do with her was
Yeah, that was
Maurice messing with around with
Maurice,
damn Q. Then she
Maurice got
came
a
out
better
with that.
storyline of her right now.
Yeah, he do. To be honest, I'm more intrigued to find out with him and this what God gonna possibly go. And I do like I've been saying that the last couple of weeks. I like the chemistry with him and Paige. I actually like how that worked out. But yeah, other than that, I just have not cared about Sabrina's storyline. But maybe Rock is about to juice it up. I don't know. But
well,
I
we
mean,
know he about to do
apparently,
something
I
else
guess
up, but
Karen can't leave, Serena leave. I feel like we need to just, unless they about to end Sisters, like they about to find a way to end it. Because if Karen leaving, Sabrina don't got
yeah,
I can
I
see
was
Karen.
wondering if season
I can
10
see
is
her
gonna be the
go.
last. Maybe I don't know.
I can
yeah,
see Karen leave. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
right.
that actually would make sense to me, not for nothing. I actually thought
Right.
that's what was gonna come up before this whole disappearing thing. Like when she was saying she feel like she might need a change. I think that's
Yeah.
even when she was talking to Dr. Vaughn and he was saying how sometimes people, gotta change their atmosphere and stuff, as well
Yeah,
as him bringing up the group and all of that. I felt like that was gonna be the next conversation. That actually makes sense to me.
yeah.
Yes.
Even
You
though
know it's
some
bad
people
when
may
the
not
market
agree.
says the market says Sisters need to end. You know it's
It's
bad.
time, in my opinion, child.
It's
I wouldn't
They
be
got
mad if
divorced
it
sisters. Like, just put the focus
I could
somewhere else.
I could see season 10 being they last hurrah.
yeah, I could see that too. I mean, they haven't said anything, but I wouldn't be mad at it if it does.
Right.
Um,
And then Andy pregnant in real life. Like, are you going to make her pregnant on the show? Like, let's just end it. It's just too much.
nah, they
No,
already bypassed that. They just had her
right,
hiding behind stuff.
right.
I hate when
and
they do that. Like, hide
and
behind
she
the
about to have the look, she about to have the baby by now.
lamb.
Yeah, I think she either like do any minute or just gave birth or
Right.
something,
Yeah. Now, I don't know if
child.
they was filming something while she was pregnant. They
Hmm.
do
No,
that every
Shayna,
time.
this is what they do. They shot this like probably over a year, almost a year
Yeah.
now
That's what I'm saying.
ago,
Hmm.
and they just hold
Hmm.
it. So
But
Yeah.
it's
that's why I
kind
was
of
thinking they
And
would
hard.
you
be.
know they be filming fast,
That's
so.
why I was thinking they'd be
Yes,
filming now for the next season.
Hmm.
So I'm like, how are they going to include that in the next season because she's pregnant now?
Mm-hmm.
So they're filming now for the next season.
I
But
don't know if
Tyler
they
Perry,
film now,
Tyler Perry
to be
don't film like
honest.
everybody else. He film in one take.
Yeah, I mean, he get it in like a week for
Right.
real.
He don't edit nothing.
Um,
He just film it as he is.
mm-hmm.
He
So of
don't care.
course
He
we
won't even
ended
make her
out
hide.
the I'm sorry, what you were saying?
I was like, he won't even make her hide behind the lamp. She just be right out in the open pregnant. He just be like, and
Now, if you notice in a couple of these scenes in this season, she literally would have flowers in front of her. She's sitting behind the desk. They never show her full
always
body.
when they
She
don't want to add that
always
frequency. Like when they did that
uh-huh.
on Scandal,
Or
like
somebody stand in front of them.
right, they put the
Uh-huh.
chair in front, like please
Yeah.
stop.
Mm-hmm. So we ended out this episode with Aaron going off. Some people was mad. I actually wasn't mad at it. I've been waiting for Aaron to show and express himself through this whole daggone thing. Okay, Karen thought that everything was good. She said you went to bed and you was fine. What happened, honey? Okay, she asking him, is the coffee ready? Did you eat yet? And he was like, girl, I'm pissed. Like, this is not okay. No, I was not okay. I stayed up all night. And I think what's frustrating him, and I get both sides, because again, he still can't fully understand what she's feeling, but he's trying his best to be there for her. And when she keeps saying she's alone in this, he's like, no, you not. I'm right here. Like, I've been here this whole time. I've been feeding the baby, holding the baby, checking on you, which he has. Okay, if anybody has been there for Karen, it has definitely been Aaron. And he's like, you're not in this by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you need. But I was not mad at him expressing himself. I was like, yes,
I
Aaron,
ain't mad
about damn
either.
time. Let it out. Like, I really wanted them to have a conversation. How did y'all feel about it?
About time. I was tired of this was going on too long. He should have been spoke up. Because nobody cares about Aaron. Like Aaron is a parent as well. Nobody ever asks Aaron how he feels about anything. Like they just don't even care. Like yeah, Karen's going through something, but she just ran off with his baby all night. Like nobody
Well,
factors in anything
Mama
that has to
Lisa, I was like, Mama Lisa do ask how he was doing. She did check on him. Zach,
she did it one
they
time,
check
but
on
when he
each
was
other.
venting, like he was trying to express himself, she cut it short. Like she didn't really let him fully get into it. Like they don't really. I know he's not. It's not really about him, but it's like it does affect the other parent. I am curious to see like how he feels. Like he should be mad about it. I would have been pissed. Like yeah, all right, I don't want to explode in front of everybody, but to act like nothing happened the next morning is crazy.
Yeah, I think he definitely needed to express himself. Even last week, I get it. Mama Lisa didn't want to hear certain things because that's her child too, and she's worried. But you can't keep being like, oh, don't say that and just want him to be quiet either when literally you just jumped up and left with the damn baby. Like, how's he not supposed to have a reaction to it? So I
No,
wasn't mad. Maybe some things, how they say it's
right.
not what you say, it's how you say it. But I definitely understood him. Like you scared the hell out of me. I was worried about you. I was worried about the damn baby. I didn't know what was going on in your mind. You got to talk to me. I'm not a mind reader
Yeah, she got
either.
to communicate.
And
Yeah.
then when she was saying that she just feels like she want to change because he was like, what do you really want? I don't know if he wasn't too sure what she was going to say. Like, did the change mean not wanting to be with him anymore? Or
Yeah,
whatever, but
I don't
she
know what to say.
basically was like, I just want to get out of Atlanta. I feel like I need to move. That was pretty much how it ended off. And it looked like when we see in the preview for next week, he's saying that sounds crazy for you to just jump up and move because something happened. But it really don't sound crazy. I mean, it might sound crazy to him, but
yeah, it's people want to, especially what's there for her. Like, yeah, she has a friend group there, but it's like she's in a different phase in her life. She's moving on into a new chapter, and it's just time for maybe a fresh start, a new set of mom friends, like people with families. Like, she need to be doing something else, and that don't really fit on this show.
yeah. Jayla, I don't know what show you be watching, honey, because it sure ain't the one we watching. And you
Right.
be going in on all these women. I don't never see you going on none of the men like that. I don't know what the heck
One
be
time she
happening.
go in on the man is when she want to sleep with him.
I'm just saying, girl, like from the minute you came in the door, honey, you've been waving the fofo. You just been going in.
But she need to see him.
um,
I think she respected him when he finally spoke up. Like he wasn't disrespectful, but I think he
no.
finally stood up for himself and she respected it and responded in a positive way. Like he should have been doing this. Like he should have been standing up for himself during the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been pretty laid back. I just feel like for this particular situation, not knowing if she was gonna hurt herself, even though I never thought she was, but and you don't know when a person is in that frame of mind and you leave a note that's so vague, even though come to
Mm-hmm.
find out that was just your thoughts to yourself, but you literally left it where they was able to find it, girl. If that was your thoughts, you needed to put that up
Right.
somewhere else or write it in your phone. I don't know, but you
Just when
definitely
everybody
didn't.
knows, like postpartum, you're not in the right frame of mind. People really do harm their children and when they're going.
Yeah,
You just What if it was the
unfortunately,
other way around and he just left and didn't say? What if he just left and just left
right.
and didn't take his phone? Everybody would be going
Yeah,
off. So it's
yeah.
like he's very valid to feel how he's feeling.
Okay, if you say so, honey, you can have your opinion. Um, I don't know if she needs to see him sad or hurting, because to be honest, she have seen Aaron crying and going through the motions before. But I
I
just
mean,
feel
Aaron
like
love her dirty draws. He love her down.
mhm.
All the way to the dirty
Even
draws.
though I was skeptical of him too, because we sure did drop that storyline when the lady showed up calling him John,
Lord,
and he
yeah,
Right.
had
It
some
was a lot of
fishy.
stuff going on with
he
Aaron. It
had
was
some
weird.
craziness going on in the beginning too. But overall, he has definitely shown that he be trying to be there for her and give her support. I mean,
That's
he
when
was
Tyler Perry
around
was
her.
waiting alone and he forgot about that storyline.
Yeah, yeah. And Pam is hilarious. I like Pam because Pam be coming through too and showing her support.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. In her own little
hmm
way.
hmm
Yeah. Because Karen was mean to her. Like, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah, she do be. Now I think she been being a little bit nicer as time goes on compared to how she used to be. And it was funny because Pam was like, "Girl, this group thing must be good for you because you
You
even being nice
I
now."
mean, right. It was funny. So you been
People were
nice.
giving pushback, like the
Coming
fans were
through.
giving pushback because they didn't like how mean she was being to Pam, and I was like, some of the stuff
Yeah.
was uncalled for. So it's like Pam was the only one who
hmm
was there for you when you lost, when you was about to work out of your house and
hmm
everything else, that she was about to say.
Right. Yeah. To be honest, Pam and Aaron really was the one that was there for her the most, especially towards like the ending part of her pregnancy, up to the delivery. Besides, Fatima having to take her to the delivery room, and then there was times when Aaron and Zach was together, which I was happy of that because I was tired of Aaron and Zach arguing for no damn reason. It was just like,
Right.
why? So yeah, I feel like they definitely showed that they there for her and they got her back.
That's why I thought Aaron and I mean, not Aaron. I thought Zach and Fatima was gonna be like the godparents because they kind of been there for them and they building a relationship now. And it's such a traumatic thing. Then Zach lost his baby, so it's like. But at this point, if Karen about to pack her bags and go, then I guess
hmm
ending off on a good note.
Yeah, I think that may be what she needs. Sometimes you do need a change. You need to get out of that setting, get away from certain things, get away from certain people. I know people be scared of change, but sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it ain't all bad.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, do either one of y'all have anything to add? Because that was pretty much the end of the episode. Yeah, Pam is definitely comic relief. I think on recent page is comic relief. I was getting annoyed with that guy at the job with Danny, and I hope that's not why they coming to her in the next episode. Look like they about to try to say it's some type of issue, which I feel like they want to get rid of Danny any damn way because she won the lawsuit money, but then they kept still having him come around. I didn't really understand the point of that. That was annoying me. I don't
I
know.
mean, I think Danny have a problem just leaving work, taking long
Mm.
lunches,
Yeah,
and
she
Right.
never
been doing
She
that
be
for a
on her
long time.
phone and stuff, like doing everything she
hmm
not supposed to be doing. I've been thought she was gonna get fired.
Yeah.
But she do this, all right, well, she getting fired. So I feel like they are kind of hinting that it could be ending. Because it's like, all right,
There's a
well,
possibility.
yeah, like
or she gonna get a promotion.
That
she going
would be funny too if she get a promotion and she got her money. Then Tony over here on her couch like, yeah, no.
what if she end up getting Tony's old job?
Oh, that would be crazy.
They about to end the relationship.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That would
Like
be
that'd be wild.
crazy.
I'm like, if Karen leaves, like, then where are we going with this friend group? Is Fatima supposed to just take her place? Like, how is that supposed to work?
You can't take Karen place.
Yeah.
She just gone. It just be
Hmm.
Right, but somebody got to
ordained.
step up more to have an extra storyline.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, they've been at it, Fatima in the friend group, even though she's not necessarily in the dynamic that same way. Like, she was already cool with Andy, even though they
Mm.
want to force a damn argument situation with them, in my opinion. But okay, then her and Danny was getting cool, which I always thought they would be,
Yeah,
pretty
they
good
make sense.
friends.
Yeah.
Her
Right.
and Karen have made peace. I don't know that they would necessarily ever consider themselves to be friends, but they at least can now be cordial. And I think she felt like she have a bond with her by her taking her to the hospital and all of that. And I don't know about her and Sabrina, because to me Sabrina kind of has always been closer with Danny and then Maurice. Like, even though they have their full friend circle, there's some of them
Mm.
that's always been closer than others. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah, I
not
always say that.
necessarily that it got to be like somebody taking somebody's place, but I
Hmm.
don't know. We'll see how they do it, child. But I wouldn't be mad if season 10 is the end. Okay, is this the end? It's been
Right.
on long enough, honey. And I've been
Right.
on this long journey. Do it all.
Right.
There's so
Let
many times where it was like, y'all can end it here, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
Well,
let
think
now
Zach
so.
Maurice got a
Fatima go
man.
to their show.
Hmm.
Yeah, Andy's single. Like, just end it.
Yeah. I would be okay with that. But thank you all for coming through and joining us. Let us know what you rated the episode, what you thought about the episode. If you come on a
Mhm.
replay, let us know replay game you came by. Okay, put some flames in the sky. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Even though I don't agree with you, Jalen, I definitely appreciate you, keeping the chat busy, honey, and active. Lemon Kush Pepper, thank you for coming through. EJ stopped by. Markeisha, I ain't even see you in here. Hey, girl. She's
Mhm.
always late. Lauren stopped in for a minute. Demarcus Vaughn. If I didn't say your name, honey, I can't see too well. Either blame it on my eyes and my mind, not my heart. I'm trying to look through and see if I'm missing anybody. I think Renee Beckham came in.
Oh my God, Q1.
Um, Kiwan. Zia, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but thank you so much for tapping in. Yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all. And let us know. Do y'all think that um season 10 is gonna be the last one? We gonna get on up out of here in the Sisters universe, okay? You give it a 6. Yeah, because it really wasn't much going on. At the same time, we did get somewhere and we did put out important information. I feel like, as far as just what women deal with postpartum and grief and depression and things like that. So I'm always gonna be glad when that's getting exposure. But we really stayed there for most of the episode. It wasn't a whole lot going on. So I guess next week we'll get some of the other things, as far as Andy trying to go after this case, what's going to be happening with Danny and this job and her taking out that damn money.
Oh my God.
I'm glad
I
they
don't
pulled
know.
those storylines
Cousin
along.
Rock. Cousin Rock about to rock
Right.
Sabrina World again. We gonna see.
Hmm. Yeah. But Monique 69 Ways, what you got going on the channel, honey? What can the people look forward to?
What do I got going on? Oh, Reasonable Doubt. Okay. The episode is out right now or coming out or something.
Hmm.
For episode what 6? So we got that, my solo and the panel, and probably do another Beyond the Gates this week. Talk about them.
Okay,
And
yeah, because it's getting real spicy, and Bill got a lot of
look,
damn nerve.
look
Okay, you
here.
want to do investigations on Andre whole time. Haley is the one you need to be looking at. I done got caught up,
Hello,
y'all.
her. Okay, thank you for catching up, Tamika, because her visible baby. None of this the baby she lost. But yeah, it's
Yes.
turning up on Beyond the Gates if y'all not tuning in. So y'all missing out on this Black Soap on CBS Paramount Plus. But I think that's it. I can't think of nothing else. And
Okay.
probably a random video about something that I came across on social media. So
Okay,
just make
Shayna,
sure you
what you got
subscribe.
going on? Yes, make sure y'all subscribe to all of the ladies, please, please, please. Okay.
Yeah, and hype the video again.
Yes.
I don't
Mhm.
know what that hype thing does, but it helps.
Right. Hype us
Okay.
up. Shayna, what you got going on?
I got a review for Bell Collective. Even though I don't know if anybody's watching this season, but it's pretty interesting. And I'm supposed to be doing something with somebody from Married at First Sight. So just keep an eye out for that. I'm waiting for November to come. That's when all the good shows are coming back.
Okay.
You still watching
Uh
Potomac? I couldn't do it.
No, and I can't. I haven't watched the last two seasons. I just watched the first one and I couldn't keep
Oh,
my eyes open. There's more interesting stuff going on outside of the show than actually on the show.
oh
exactly. That's what I'm
Lord.
saying. We need to do a hot topics or something.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you think it's ended and there's something else coming out, newfound information. Like these reality shows just running their course a
All
little
right.
bit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
Yes. Well, I don't got too much going on right now. I am going to be with the ladies Friday for Reasonable Doubt. If y'all didn't see, we did do a discussion on a game Monster Child. That was interesting. And only other thing is I guess when the Oval gets started, me and Candy Love will be, talking about that. I think when Maya Kingstown comes, I'm supposed to be joining a panel for that. Most of the stuff I'm doing right now is just like joining a couple other people for some live discussions. I haven't been doing my own reviews, but I do think I might do an overall on, some thoughts on Zatima. I might try to talk about something with sisters, but to be honest, I wasn't really feeling like it was anything to talk about. Plus, life was life,
Really,
and
nothing. What happened? All right.
nothing was really happening. So I haven't been doing my individual reviews like I usually do. And what else? I may do an overall on Reasonable Doubt because Reasonable Doubt been on and popping. I definitely been enjoying that. I feel like I'm forgetting
Yes.
something, but keep your notifications on just in case. You never know when I may pop up. Okay, pop out and do something so that you don't miss it. And I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Oh yeah, the Oval was always a good key. I don't take the Oval seriously. I don't. That's right along the lines of Beauty and Black. When I look at that, I look at that to laugh and have a funky good time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You will catch y'all the next time around. Toodaloo.
Bye,
I ain't
y'all.
got no outro. Bye.